So how do you create a contact form for your Blogger website? Now there are different tools that you can use to create a contact form. One of those is Google Forms, if you have heard about that. If you haven't, there is a video that teaches you how to use Google Forms attached in the description or in the links that pops up above. Now the one that I prefer to use is JotForm, which is a free form creation website or resource. So just go to your browser and type JotForm, for instance. So you type JotForm, then I'll go to JotForm login. So then I'll log into JotForm. Now as that loads, I'm going to just open my Blogger so that we don't have to wait as it loads. So just open Blogger. So then now I'll use Google to log into JotForm because I already have an account. If you don't have an account, you just go through the account creation process and then you will proceed. So let me proceed with my Google account here. Now once that is open, let's wait and give it a few seconds to load. It will take you directly to the page where you have your forms. You can then edit or create new forms. So on this page here, I have my forms, I have templates, I have integrations, products, and support. Now if you go to my forms, this is one form that I have created. So if I want a new form, I just click on create a form. So and then I'll select start from scratch or use a template. So I do prefer just using a template, but if you are comfortable starting from scratch or you want like a customized form, then you can just start from scratch and learn. You can get step-by-step guides on how to do that. Now I just want to create a simple customer registration form, for instance. So I just tap on that and then it will tell me please wait, and then once that opens, I'll type in a title. So I have this here, the name of the registration form, so I can just call it I can just delete this and just say contact form for instance. And once I have added that header, then I can change this customer details into anything that I want it to be, but for now I just want to leave it as customer details. So I'm not going to edit that yet, so I'll just leave it. Then I'll scroll down, what fields do I want to include in this form? So if I want them to have last name as important, like as a must, then I'll also have the address, then I have street address, and all these other things you can make optional, like you don't have to make it too complex. Some forms only have the first name and the email address if your intention is just to get the customer contact or phone number sometimes. So this is quite long, but you can always edit and remove sections, so you can like actually dictate what you include here. So if I go to this, I can just opt to delete it. So let me just start with something like this and just opt to delete it. So you can remove that, or you can remove as many sections as you wish and only maybe remain with the email and that phone number and first name. Now once you've done editing the form fields here, let's just turn off the preview. So once you're done with the editing the form fields here, like you've ensured that you only have what you need, then you can go back to the top and tap on settings. Now in the settings section is where you can just give it a title that it will appear from your that will appear within this platform. And then you can scroll down, you have form status, is it enabled, so your form will be visible to whoever you share it with. You have entry form data, encrypt form data if you want to encrypt it. I believe this at times is usually a pro functionality, so you can like expand that and see more form settings that you can set here. Have multiple languages, password protection, auto delete submissions once you have collected the information you needed. If you're not collecting contact, you just wanted responses and you've used them, you can auto delete them. You can save this to continue later if you are not ready to like publish it right now. So there's lots of settings here that you can set up, and then once you're done, you just tap on save. Now once you're done with the creation of your form and doing the settings, you need to go to the publish section here, and then now you can decide how you would like to publish your form. By default, when you have set up everything, if you just copy this link here and preview it in a different tab, you will notice that it is already visible, like you have the contact form and someone can submit. The other thing that you need to understand is that when you set up this form, all the messages or all the queries that are sent will go to the email address that you used to sign up with on JotForm. Now in this case, it will be my own personal email address. If I click here, I see my account. If I go to the account setting, you'll see my email address and all that. So that's where you will receive the emails. Now if you want to embed this to your like a web page, like for instance you said you're going to be doing this for Blogger, then you can just go to the embed section here, and then you have the embed code. So this is the embed code, which is as JavaScript. Now if I want to attach it to a different page, I just click on this here, copy code, and then now if I'm to link it to my Blogger page, I just go to this place here and click on add a new page. So I'll go to pages, and then I'll add a new page and then try to attach it. So I'm going to make it test contact, for instance, because we are trying to create like a contact page. So if I do that in this section, usually by default when you're creating a page, you have the text view. So if you paste that here, it will be senseless. So we are going to undo that because it will not help you. So what we need to do is we need to remove this here, and on the top left hand side we have this edit icon here. So if I click on that, I'm going to change the type of view to like HTML view. So here you can like add all your code. So if I paste that there as a code, you notice it now like reflects that this is a code, and then I can tap on publish. Now if I publish this page, then I go and view the page, you'll notice that now it will show the form itself. So of course it picks the header of the page and some other sections like the featured post. But now if I scroll down to this page, you'll see that now we have the contact forms and the details that we had before. So now this will now be one of the pages within your site. Now you notice that you'll have this here, which is just like a referral, because it is a free tool, so you can always like help them get more people to use it. And if you want to remove this, I believe there is a pro version to remove this here. So once you've created your contact page, then you can just link it. So if I want to, for instance, maybe link it to my contact in the footer, I'll just copy this live URL here. I'll copy the live URL and go back to the Blogger, and then I'll go to the pages. Now I'll go to labels. So let's just go back to this here and go to the layout. Now if we go to the layout, we can scroll down to something like the top where I have the contact page, the bottom, sorry. So in the bottom I have the pages, so I'm going to expand this here, and I can now edit contacts and add the URL that I've added on the other side. Though this already has its own contacts, I'm not going to edit that. But if I wanted to, I'll just paste the link that I've copied of the live contact form that I've created on the other side and come and then save. Then I can view it